I decided to hedge my bets on trying manifestation like your blue glass. So I tried it around Valentine's Day with hearts. So
Hedge your bet, meaning keeping the odds up.
yeah, right, exactly.
We always encourage that. In other words, start with something easy so that you develop a pattern of expectation.
Right. I decided to qualify it by being unusual. So I found hearts encased in those balls that the snowflakes fall down and various things that were unusual. So once I had that under my belt, I thought, okay, I'm ready to try this on relationships. But what I want to do is I want to vibrate and attract someone into my life where I want to be and not where I am, sort of tied in with visualization, sort of like wanting to attract a 7.0 tennis player as opposed to a 3.5 that I am. And
Why would you want to do that?
Because if I get a 3.5,
that would
maybe
be a pretty
the next
miserable
day I'll be a
game.
4.
Say again?
I said because what I am today is not where I want to go.
Yes.
So I don't want to attract to where I am now.
So do you think that what you're really saying is I want to create a vision of what I want, and then I want to begin moving toward it as my partner moves toward it, and we'll have a delicious rendezvous at some point in time.
That would be a nice idea.
And when you hold that thought, do you feel satisfaction in the journey, or are you frustrated that it's taking so long?
No, what my reality is I attract someone that's where I am now, and he stays there, and I go on. And I don't want to fix her up, or I don't want to. The thing that I don't want to keep throwing him back.
Well, if you don't want someone that will be one way, in other words, if you don't want a 3.5 that's on his way to a 7.0 tennis game, and you don't want to throw him back, then is what you're saying to us is, I'm willing to give this whatever time it takes in order for us to both reach the place that we want to be before our rendezvous?
Perhaps.
We can feel some impatience within you that is working against you a little bit.
Well, there's no one there, so I feel like it's making do. You know what I mean? If you're attracting someone, I just want to know.
Well, we have to say to you, you see, though, every creation, 99% of the creation is complete before you see any evidence. So the statement, there's no one there, is a pretty common statement. In other words, and that's the thing that you have to get over caring that there isn't anyone there and start enjoying your journey on your way to them. Otherwise, you're never satisfied.
Well, I think that's where I'm coming from. I was thinking, well, I'll have a 3.5 for a while and then a 4 point, but I just as soon just wait for the 7.
Here, we're about to take segment of lunch, so let us very quickly give you something. Then we will chew more about it after the lunch time. The most important thing that we're hearing from you that will help you work on when we come back from segment of refreshment is that as you stand here and you imagine being over there, it feels almost like it's somebody else. In other words, we were talking with a woman the other day and we said, describe the relationship. And she said, well, I see two people and they're walking hand in hand. And after we listened a little while, we realized that she didn't feel like one of the two people. So we said, okay, now get yourself in the middle of that and let him get hold of your hand. Now talk to us. So as she said, all right, those two people are walking down the street hand in hand. And we said, no, wait a minute. He's got hold of your hand. And so she said, oh, yeah. Oh, he has hold of my hand. In other words, and we said, what does that feel like? And she said, oh, well, I'm liking the attention, and it feels good that he has sweetly reached out to me, and it's something that I've been wanting, and it's a feeling of real satisfaction that it's now happening, and now he's getting ready to let go, and so he's squeezing a couple of times before he does let go, as if to say, I'll be right back, I'm not going very far away. You see what we're getting at? So that even though he's not there yet, as far as her vibration is concerned, he's there. In other words, and so since she has found the feeling place of him being there, now he can come there. Get the sense of it?
And you don't need a filler in the meantime.
Not unless the filler is fun.
Okay.
Good time for a segment of refreshment. We are complete.